All right, good evening. This is WAGSCGO. Second time tonight going live. I got the wrong picture up there. I'll change that in a few. Title is correct, though. It's going to be about NASA. And real quick, I want to check the weather. I have a lit sky. I'm going to do a video just like in 1 minute. The entire west to northwest sky looks like it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. How that's happening, you got to tell me. It looks like plasma. It looks like now there's light emitting. It almost looks just like the cell that I used. It's also on the preview of this channel right now, or the show. But I can keep this short. There's going to be a Wake Up with Wags moment. I think it's number 4. Otherwise, I'll fix that too. Episode 4 or 5, maybe 6. I don't know. Okay. So, I go to check the radar, right? Now, if you watch yesterday's show and a couple of the other ones when I'm doing my weather report, it's not a report because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I observed things, and I went to go click the radar tonight. Yesterday, I showed it 1 o'clock in the morning when everybody's fast asleep, most of the world, in this part of the world anyways. There were lightning storms, I'll show you in a minute, but no storm. A lot of it. And it was simultaneous. There was lightning going off at the exact same time in rhythm from Australia and what was it, southern Texas, Arkansas, somewhere over there. Or not Arkansas, Mississippi, I think. Oh no, Florida. It was off the coast of Florida by the Keys. So I know there's offshore stuff over there by that military base I've heard about. But it was literally lightning that was lasting up to a minute, maybe a minute and a half if you time it. And they were going off at the same time. Now I went to go use the radar. Here's the message I got. So I'm leaving it up on the screen here. I didn't want to lose this, and I tried it several times. Windy.com says, it seems that radar has failed. Radar uses WebGL technology. No, it uses AI technology and watches what the hell people are putting out there. That can occasionally fail on some device. This isn't a device. This is a regular computer. What can you do? Stop being over the target. Update your browser. How? It worked a half hour ago, or last time I looked at it earlier today. Windy app, or the Windy app to the latest version and try again. Really? So I'm not able to access radar anymore. Now NOAA, NASA, who I'm about to talk about, NASA and them are all the same. Okay? We know how it started. We know who controls it. As a matter of fact, I found out recently from that show in Vegas that IBM is big in the weather business with their AI machine where they have units hooked up to, sensors hooked up to every, or almost every Delta Airlines flight up in the air at all times, sending live mini atmosphere data to IBM. They own a weather forecasting site, and not only that, it turns out that your cell phone, more than likely, is also giving live data to the AI about your local barometric pressure on everybody's phone. So that's why there's a barometric sensor in your phone. If you got a newer one, you're helping with the project. See. So, again, they're using your information, your time, your info, your privacy to make money, or, in this case, maybe feed a weather system for more accurate weather. However, they sell ads on that site. They take membership money for that site. And then every one of us that are helping contribute to make their site better and to market it better and all that crap, again, we don't get a even thank you for it. Matter of fact, you got to pay for the service, you got to pay for the phone, and on and on and on. So, if you're not fed up with Facebook stealing your shit and selling it for a lot of money, there's more companies doing it we don't even know about. So next time you load an app and you hit OK, well, maybe read through some of a little bit of the the wording on there and see what you're giving up. Like today, I went to get a local grocery store to see a coupon versus the store I was at. I get a discount. They wanted my live location data, and they wanted me to click OK to authorize. No. A local grocery store chain does not need to know where my phone is 24. When you click OK, it's not just for that one time. You're giving it complete access to your data that it's asking for, and probably more that you don't even realize. But let's just say it's just what it says on your screen. When you click OK, you could track me. That means forever. So why would, say, Joe Blow grocery store need to track me 24/7? You know why? Because they're going to take that data and they sell it. And they're making a profit off of it. And then you're going to go there, buy stuff from their store, make more profit for them. And again, you get, a reach around, let's call it that. At least give you that, right? Nothing. So this is, if you don't care about your privacy, that's one thing. But to give away your financial worth, meaning they're making money off of your information, your metadata. The CIA director, when he was in Congress years ago, when he swore under oath, talk about lying to Congress, he swore under oath that they were not tracking people. That was before the information came out. And then it comes out, oh yeah, they're tracking everybody, and he lied. Nothing. Nothing. But besides that, they've been doing it for years. And how much have they made off us? They say slavery ended years ago. Did it? They were making us do shit, and they make money off it. What is that called? You don't get a piece of it. What's that called? You're working for nothing. Even though you're not maybe digging ditches, your metadata is more valuable than what we're saying. But now they don't like what some of us are saying, so they put those little ads up and block it and this and that. All right, I'm going to get off my rant. That's why it's called Waking Up with Wag. Short, sweet. I'm blocked from radar temporarily until I figure out what the hell is going on. So I may not be able to use windy.com or recommend it anymore if this is the games they're going to play. And let me show you the video I'm talking about. Let me go dashboard. And come on. And I'll see now the computer's slowing down. I love when they do this. I clicked this, what, 30 seconds ago? Come on. I can't believe this. Now I can't even switch tabs. See, I love this. If they're not listening in real time, I am sitting here trying to switch a tab, and it won't let me do it. Unbelievable, man. I'm just a moron. Who the hell cares what I'm saying? Okay, the video I'm talking about, my cell phone, all these websites I watch. Look, I'm trying to click my channel for 5 minutes here. This is crazy. All I want to do is show you the video I'm talking about right here. It took 5 minutes to get here, and you wonder why my videos are getting so long. This is insane. Now, this is my video, right?
Anywhere.
No, you can hear. I'm going to turn the volume down because I'm so pissed off on this one. They were talking about a foot of snow on the way. They were closing schools the night before. This is yesterday, right? Last night. And I'm like, there ain't no clouds, right? But that's a whole other thing. Then, as I'm sitting here, I start seeing lightning. First of all, I see this weird pattern right here. This half circle. Looks funky, right? Then they got stuff darked out. Now, watch this. Lightning storms. Hang on. This is when it started acting up. The map starts getting all weird on me. Watch Australia right here. There's nothing on the radar. Right? Now watch the Florida Keys up here and here at the same time. Watch this. Nobody saw this video, so I'm recapping it. Look right there. Right there. So here, I zoom in on Australia. There's lightning in midair out of nothing. Why is this thing so slow? Okay, watch this. And look how long these lightning bolts last. This is real time. It's not slowed down. And also, look at this brown. See here? What are these weird radar? Looks like fire or smoke. It's not on the key down here. You'll see a key down there if you watch this video. So this is from yesterday. If you go back, it's only got 4 views. Of course, nobody's going to see it. It's too bad because this is real creepy. And I wish somebody smarter than me can look at this, because they probably don't know what's happening, and figure out what is this. Okay? So then you go to Florida later. Watch this, and you'll see it happening. Look at it. I just passed by it. You have to watch the video. Slow it down. Enjoy it. When you get to Florida, though, look at this lightning. It's super hot right there, too. It's over 100 degrees. Now, watch. I'm going to show the lightning over here. It's going to be right here in the Keys. If I could hurry this up. Right there. Bam, bam. Look how long these are lasting. This is off the coast of Florida. Look at this. Look how huge that lightning bolt is. This is not slowed down. This is real time. Look at what are they? And they got the brown clouds here. So the two places in the world with these brown clouds, rust-colored clouds, whatever this means, is right here where the lightning's happening, and all the way on the other side of the world in Australia, the exact same cloud pattern with a severe lightning that lasts a minute or two, with these burnt-looking clouds, is happening. And if you watch the video, you'll see I show this lighting up at the same time Australia was. It was simultaneous. Look, there's no clouds out here. No clouds here. Then you got this burnt shit. Look at that lighting up. Oh, down here too. Now here at least there's a couple clouds. You tell me there's no electromagnetic frequency, ELF, antennas controlling this shit. See, most people aren't awake at night. And I just happened to be checking on the snowstorm that they kept, oh my God, it's going to be awful. And there was no clouds here. I mean, there was nothing on the radar. The old days, a storm would come from Nebraska. I had family out in Nebraska. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Really? Okay, let's get on to NASA. Go back, watch that video. It blows my mind. So earlier today, I'm watching good old Joe Rogan, whatever his name is. And we know his name is Joe. But anyways, he's got on that scientist. Everybody knows that with the English accent, faking, whatever it is. And he pretends he's a scientist. And blah, blah, blah. He may have a degree or not. Who knows. But he starts talking. And then I'm like, oh, I see what's going on. And then he gets into this shit, right? 4 days ago, he announces this on Joe Rogan today. Earth's oldest, you gotta sit down for this. Please sit down before you read this. You're not gonna believe this bullshit. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard these alphabet guys put out. And see, alphabet including NASA, they got alphabet letters in them. And see if we're gonna fall for this. This is unbelievable. You gotta hear this. You're not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you. Watch this. NASA.gov. This isn't the joke paper or any of that, you know, that whatever that idiot paper's called. Earth's oldest rock found on the moon. Are you listening, Owen? Owen Benjamin. See, you're wrong. You know why you're wrong, Owen? Because they found, now this is how they explain the rocks they gave to other diplomats and countries and leaders when they got back. Turned out to be petrified wood, if everybody recalls that. Well, now, the oldest rock found on the moon is from Earth. Watch this. You're not going to believe this. You couldn't make this up in a comedy skit. Scientists may have... Owen Benjamin, you got to see this. I hope you do. At least read this news article. Somebody send this to him. Scientists may have discovered the oldest Earth rock ever. On the moon! Really? What did it skip like a pebble? One of the old Nephilim giants threw a rock and it hit Lake Michigan and, well, broke through the firmament and went all the way out into deep space and all that and landed on the moon, right? NASA can't get to the moon, but our Earth rock got to the moon and made it all the way back to Earth. This is unbelievable bullshit. I might have to mark this as adults only because of the swearing. I apologize. It's kind of swearing out of joking. This is crazy. All right, let me finish the story. Deep breath. Okay. Scientists may have discovered the oldest Earth rock ever on the moon. A lunar sample returned by Apollo 14 astronauts, NOTS, may contain, this makes it even worse for them to even try and pretend they did anything, may contain, and who, wasn't it Hitler that said the bigger the lie? Yeah, the bigger the lie, the more they believe it, and it's easier to tell a lie than the truth or something like that. I believe that was the head of the Nazi Party, which is also the head of NASA for many years. Okay, so keep that in mind when we read this. All right, back to the beginning. Scientists may have discovered the oldest Earth rock ever on the moon. A lunar sample returned by the Apollo 14. This is NASA's website, by the way. This ain't the Bing or the Gong or whatever the hell that stupid paper with the fake news where they make up shit. They couldn't even have made this up. Apollo 14 astronauts may contain a bit of Earth from about 4 billion years ago. There's no God, right? That's why this article is here. The research about the possible relic from the Hadean Earth is published today in the journal Earth and Planetary Science Letters. Science is a religion. Now, some science, like how to turn on a magnetic whatever, that's science. There is legit science where you have to, figure shit out and then double check it, and you ask questions and double check it to verify and verify. So there is a place and time for real science, but then there's the religious science, the wizard science. That's what this crap is. And in turn, international, and if you believe in this shit, you gotta really step back and just say, what am I believing in? And again, believe. It's a faith, a religion. That's what this is. So if you don't like somebody else's religion, it's the same thing with this. Some people just don't realize that this is a cult or a religion. It could be as big as a religion. It is a religion. It's bigger than a cult. An international team of scientists, it may have been a cult when the Nazis took it over initially, but they turned this into a religion. This is unbelievable. An international team of scientists associated with the Center for Lunar. Let me tell you, go back and just watch a few of my videos that NASA deletes lifetime data. They changed 2017 data that I show side by side. The lies, the missing data, the excuses. They never explain nothing unless it's got a bunch of formulas and crap that nobody can understand anyways. And when you get into religion, isn't that how they do it? All the religions, they're translated from secret languages that only 2 guys in the whole world know how to interpret. And then the science, only a handful of the brightest can interpret the science formulas that they make up, and they change the result. And if they change the MC and this and that in the formula, you would never know. See what I mean? Look how easy it is to hide their wizard shit under the guise of religion and faith. I'm not saying religion as far as believing in God is wrong. I'm saying who interprets it. Who wrote those books? Who interpreted the language that somehow nobody else can understand? That's what makes me question everything all the way across the board. The only thing I don't question is God, because this stuff, when you talk about the DNA and how it makes cells and and you look inside how your body works and other animals work and how this is all going on. This guy on Rogan today said that all that shit happened by accident. It was a fluke that bio-nature turned into, or geo-nature turned into bio-nature just overnight. And miraculously, life was breathed into the rocks and all the stars lined up and boom, we had life on Earth. That is as hard to believe as somebody just blindly believing a religion without studying it and seeing if it's legit or not. So that's what I'm saying. They are both religions. Either way, you have to believe shit you can't verify. Okay. I'm not going to reread the first paragraph for the 10th time. An international team. They're using this word team a lot, people. Start watching for this. Even the police are using this team. That's the new 111. Team. Watch this word, okay? Of scientists associated with the Center for Lunar Science and Exploration, CLSE, part of NASA's Solar System Exploration $50 million a day budget research virtual institute, found evidence that the rock was launched from Earth by a large impacting asteroid or comet. This impact jettisoned material through Earth's primitive atmosphere into space, where it collided with the surface of the moon, and then the snowman came, and Santa Claus, blah, 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 blah. So, the team developed techniques for locating impactor fragments in the lunar regolith, which prompted CLSE principal investigator David, so who cares, a University of Space, whatever, scientist, whatever, wherever he works. It's all through NASA. Led by the Pope of NASA, research scientist, so-and-so, whatever. See what I'm saying? This sounds like you're listening to a sermon. And you can't verify any of this. You just have to believe it. You have to believe all these letters and names and little PhDs and all the bullshit on it. And just trust that they're not lying to you. Led by research scientists, and then there's this kind of scientist and that kind of scientist. Okay. It sounds like bishops, popes, and we get down to priests and Monsignor. Doesn't that sound kind of the same? Team members working at this is all wizard shit. At the Swedish Museum of Natural History at Curtin University. Another thing, too, words matter. They use words in these paragraphs and in these statements on purpose, okay? So here's the Earth rock, or part of it is Earth rock, that they brought home from the moon. Okay. There's even a picture of it, see? There's proof. There's your proof. This piece of rock that looks like it could be out in Mojave Desert. Actually, it looks like it came out of a pond, but it's from the moon. Believe it. Australia rose to the... They can't put a GoPro camera on anything 24/7. And they're telling me to believe this shit from 3 billion years ago that they just figured out. The result of their investigation is a 2-gram fragment of rock composed of quartz, feldspar, and zircon. I'd like to look those words up, too, the numbers with them. I bet you these numbers, I'm just guessing, they're going to be related to 3s and 6s somehow. It's like the Earth's going 66,000 miles an hour. We're going 666,000 miles an hour through space. And everything's 666 with these guys, huh? Isn't that weird? Isn't that just weird how that works out? All commonly found on Earth and highly unusual on the moon. Even unusual, but doesn't say it's impossible. Chemical analysis of the rock fragment shows it crystallized in a terrestrial-like, look at these words, terrestrial-like oxidized system at terrestrial headquarters at the Vatican of NASA. The Pope of NASA said the temperature was rather than in the reducing a higher temperature, it was warmer than colder. This is hilarious. Quote, it is an extraordinary find that helps paint a better picture of early Earth and the bombardment that modified our planet, that you're just a speck of dust in a billions and trillions of infinity. There's infinity on top of infinity. Does that science make sense? There's different levels of infinity, people. You thought infinity was the shit? There's infinity, and then small infinity, and large infinity, and this infinity. There's more infinities. And matter of fact, there's so many infinities, there's an infinite number of different types of infinities. Got it? Believe it, and now shut up. Get in line and walk behind the other sheep. Because that makes you happy. Because then you don't have to worry about your world. And it's not even worrying about it. I just want to know what it is. That's why I ask questions. But when I hear this kind of crap from the pulpit, it really starts looking more and more like a religion. When they can come up with this kind of garbage and throw it at you and you just take it. And now there's going to be all these idiots that say, see, we went to the moon. We brought back an Earth rock from the moon. You idiot, don't you know? Well, how do you know? Well, they said. Just like any other thing that we can't prove, just believe it. It would require the sample to have formed at tremendous depths in the lunar mantle, where very different rock. Yeah, we've drilled there, you know. We've drilled so deep on the moon, right? These guys are a joke. Therefore, and we're going to Mars, by the way, just so you know. Get ready. Put your seatbelt on. We're going to Mars. Again, like I just said in my last video, would you drive a car that has no live... Oh, wait, no, that's... Therefore, the simplest interpretation is that the sample came from Earth. The simplest interpretation, because they're dealing with simple sheep. So they are throwing this out here, and then they're watching social media in live time, and they're going to see over probably some experimental time, whatever they're doing here. This is a social experiment, by the way. If you ever look up sociology, this is what these guys do. They throw bullshit out there and see how people react, and now they can do it in real time. Real time. Okay? The team's analysis of providing additional detail. Look, what's this picture of the Earth? Well, that don't look sick, huh? What is this? I gotta download this. That Earth looks like Swiss. What is this? Oh, that's supposed to be early Earth, maybe? Is that what this is showing? The team's analysis. What the hell Earth is this? I feel like I'm on this Earth sometimes, right here. Like I grew up on another one, and now this is the one I'm on. Is this what it's going to look like when they're done with the chemtrail experiment in a few months? We're going to have these little holes. I mean, you know what? They're having hole clouds all over the place. Is this predictive programming right here? I'm not even bullshitting you. They're going to tell you this is an image put together what we think early Earth was about 2,000 billion trillion years ago, infinite time ago. It was so long ago, it's 2 infinites ago. Look at this Swiss cheese Earth, and then at the bottom you got hell down here. Is that what this is? The bottom of Earth's on fire, and the top is the Swiss cheese. What is this? Oh, an artistic rendering of the Hadean Earth. This is early Earth, see? When the rock fragment... This is the same crap they're showing you when they do the current Earth and you see the sun shining off of here. Same exact technology. Artist rendering. Every NASA photo of every planet, every shot of Earth, it'll tell you in the small print, these are artistic renderings. They hide in plain sight. So, tomorrow, they could publish this and say this is the live stream of the Earth from the ISS. And you'll go, okay. Wow, look at the red shit down there. Because you just believe what they're telling you. But they can't put a GoPro up there or fly one of the guys on one of those Russian rockets up to the space station with a GoPro on his forehead, on his helmet cam like they do with the cops and military, and just leave it out for 2 hours, however long it takes to get there, and then watch it dock, have him crawl through that little hole, get in there, float around in live time on a cheap GoPro out of $50 million a day or whatever the hell they're getting. They could buy a $200 GoPro and put it up there. Just do that once. Help us out. They won't do that. Why? Why? That's what I keep telling you. Why? Go back to when you were 3 years old. Why do kids say why all the time? And then why do we tell them not to? Because of this. They don't want you to say why would Earth. Let's say this is them saying this is the Earth as of yesterday. We got an ozone problem. There's global warming. You would believe this. You would believe this is a live view from whatever machine they got up there. But it's an artist rendering, just like all their other photos are. The rock crystallized about 20... I'm not even going to read all this crap. It's all bullshit. 26 billion years ago, whatever. My point is, you can read about Ursa. Come on. Lunar Planetary. Look at how much PR they're doing lately with this moon shit. Because people figured out it was a scam, the landing. So now they're telling you a rock, the oldest Earth rock, has now been found on the moon and brought back to Earth. Believe it or don't. Hit like, subscribe, or don't, I guess. I'm trying to get out there. This is just common sense shit. It's wizardry. It's a religion. This is all part of your conditioning, people. And you can be, I know you're happy. Most people are happy just following with your head up the other sheep's ass. That's cool. But at least know that there's another religion out there. That's all I'm saying. You can still believe in it. Nobody's hurting anybody for believing in this crap, just like they believe in so many other non-provable things. Believe in it, whatever. That's your choice. But don't tell me this is science, dude. This is bullshit. This is way Chicago. Waking up with Wags. Have a great night.